Welcome, respected friends. Salutations. One more day given to us by the Lord. Let us give it back to Him, beautifying it with all aspects. To begin with, the gaining of knowledge. Salutations to you all. Gratitudes. Congratulations to be on this path. The 12 Vyaktitvas in us to be remembered very seriously, sincerely. The Lokasevaka, Dharmastapaka, Viragi, Bhakta, Shishya, Mumukshu, Jignasu, Shrota, Sadhaka, Parishrami, Prerita, Shantiyukta. And our 6 sources of blessing always available for us to bless us with the best of everything, and we are not available to them fully. We have to start becoming. They are the Shruti Smriti Purana Itihasa. No doubt should be there whatsoever in the understanding about the requirement of the Shrutis and the requirement of our tuning regularly, sincerely. So too the Guru Tattva, the Guru Parampara, the Swaguru Acharyas. No doubt should be there whatsoever regarding their role in our spiritual evolution, and then our need to again tune to them in the best manner with best of the attitudes and approaches. Same way the Devata Gana, no doubt should be there whatsoever about their presence, their powers given to them, therefore their need and role in our spiritual life. And then we have to recognize it and slowly tune to them more intensely, vigorously. Same way, the Shakti, the Prakriti, the Adi Parashakti Mata, her presence and her blessings in us, we have to seek from her the inner and outer conducivenesses for sadhana. In her, both are there. Things conducive for the samsara, things conducive for the sadhana. संसार के लिए रजो तमो गुण, साधना के लिए सत्व. What we ask, we are given that. We should know what to ask. Same way, the Ishvara, the Parameshwara, Jagadishvara, Sarveshwara, Sarva Vyapaka, Srushti Sthiti Layadikaraka, Paramatma's presence, and the need of his blessings of finishing touches. Right from beginning, it is he only. But as we are in the sadhana, the main things of removal of ignorance, delusion, it is his job. Knowing this, total surrender to him through various devotional practices only to tune to him. Last but not the least is the reality, the Brahma Tattva, Anusandhana, as much we can do. Thank you. Welcome for the study of the great Shwethashwathra Upanishad from Krishna Yajurveda, first chapter, Sambandha Bhashyam, Vishnu Dharmottara Purana Shlokas, taken by Bhagavan Shankara. For reference and quotes, we are seeing how three very profound, deep shlokas we are again guided regarding our Adhyatmika understanding sadhanas evolutions. Let us continue it. Before that, our Sankalpa Prarthana. This is also a very necessary everyday thing. We are doing it. That's why, in spite of us and our prarabdha, we are kept on the path. Just because of the grace and because we are seeking every day through our intense prayers. And before that, our 4 5 minutes of discussion as we do every day. Today's discussion is simple. Key, after so many years of exposing to the Shastras, what exactly the Shastras are saying regarding moksha, what Shastra is saying. Have we first clearly understood or not? We have to focus what Shastra is saying. Then is that what is Shastra said understanding has become our understanding and conviction or not? Clarity about it. Then not only understanding, in that saying, what is Shastra expecting from us to consciously do? Are we very clear about it or not? Understanding of what Shastra says. Then has it become our understanding and conviction? Then each passing day, each passing hour, moment, are we doing what we have understood and convinced consciously? And are we subtle enough to even monitor the progress that is happening? Are we subtle enough to observe the things which we lack and how to inculcate them? Are we daring enough to know and accept what are the obstacles when we are trying for this? And then do we have the guts to reject those obstacles? All these things have to come to our intellectual comprehension as soon as possible, as clear as possible. For that purpose only, we have to keep on studying Shastra. You know? Swadhyaya pravachane cha, Swadhyaya pravachane cha. Why 13 times said there in that Taittiriya? Anything said in one Upanishad is as good as said in all Upanishads, all Shastras, for all human beings who claim themselves to be sadhakas. Never ever say like this. It is said in Taittiriya, I have not studied Taittiriya, therefore that thing is not for me. Childishness. It's for all. So, Satyam cha Swadhyaya Pravachane cha ityadi. Why is it said? Because it takes long hours and months and years of listening, even to register what Shastra says. Then on that we contemplate. Then we become clear. Then we start doing. And when we start doing, then actually the non-preparedness is inside. Non-preparedness is to face the outer world. All of that we that time come to know. Then again we realize by God's Guru's grace that we have to start the practical sadhana from the scratch. तब पता चलेगा. The true sadhaka is born at that time. For that, again and again, listening. The moment we stop listening, the information gathering or making it stronger goes away. Power of delusion and Maya is so much that चलो कुछ कर नहीं रहे ना चलो आ जाओ एंजॉय करते हैं आ जाओ दुनिया में so quickly we are pulled, right? Now to put in our own very layman's language, what are all shastras are summarily saying about spiritual sadhana? Very elaborately, exhaustively, 100,000 things can be told, or precisely these 5, 6, 7 things also can be said. One, there is Atma, that is not only in me as me, it is there in everyone. Technically called Shastriya Bhasha mein Brahma. Simple. Sachidananda, its Swarupa Lakshana. There is a Jiva in us, individuality, let us say. Two, there are upadhis. Simple. Sharira, prana, jnanendriya, karmendriya, antahkarana, vasanas. Small list, not millions of things. Obviously, there is a world outside in the form of Shabda Sparsha or Prasagandha spread in million forms. Millions of forms are nothing but the Shabda Sparsha or Prasagandha only. Paramatma, Aham, Upadhis, outer world. Paramatma, Jiva, Upadhis, outer world. Paramatma, Jiva, Upadhis, outer world. Four only. In that, what Shastra says, which we also with little thinking can understand, this I, Jiva, individual, with the Upadhis, he is in the outer world of Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Sagandha. And he, because identified with the Upadhi, Upadhis are in the world outside, perceiving, etc. One basic thing is what? This I with these Upadhis, involving in the world of objects, seeking continuous comfort, continuous happiness, continuous the joy. This is why I am in the world. So simple, what is the difficulty in understanding? But the setup of the world of things is such that it won't stay continuously the same. Now, this topic, as vividly, clearly, beautifully, as said by Bhagavan Rama in these last two sargas, last two means the sargas which we are studying, Sattais, Attais, or Unattis, nowhere else we see of the Vairagya Prakaranam. Wow, what a profound thing it is, Baba. Words are not sufficient. For the details, for the examples, for the clarity which he has given, and you are seeing it in the evening. Isn't it? Then these upadhis that are there, that also are subject to modification, change, up and down. Now, this I, with continuously changing up and down upadhis, in continuously changing the world, how can I get continuous, unchanging comfort or happiness? Not knowing this is ignorance, seeking still is called as delusion, involving in that is called samsara. Getting the unfavorable results is called dukkha. Bandhanam, it is called. Simple, it is no difficulty at all. All of us are in the bandhanam. Bandhanam is called dukkha. Bandhanatmaka, dukkhatmaka. Jivana is called samsara. And that is because we are not getting what is expected or favorable to us. That is the continuous constant happiness. Because there where we are seeking happiness, either the instruments or the outer world are continuously in the state of flux or change. This is the bondage definition given to us by the Shastras. Then, therefore, obviously, in that only the thing is there. What is liberation? So simple that I, withdrawing my all upadhis from the world, then engaging them in the pursuit of the Paramatma is the beginning of sadhana. In that, in that effort, actually none of the upadhis are able to totally take us to Paramatma, but to some extent, in the form of purification, in the form of introvertedness, in the form of single pointedness, these upadhis can help us to turn towards Paramatma. Thereafter, Upadhi is transcended. Upadhi Yukta Aham is merged in that the Nirupadhika, all pervading Sat Paramatma, which our essential nature is. Because the rishis munis have experienced, they are saying, in this only, what we are seeking, the infinite, continuous, changeless bliss or happiness or freedom or peace is there. Words are different, experience is same. Some say, I want happiness. Some say, I want peace. Some say, I want freedom. Some say, I want eternity. Some say, I want effortlessness. Some say, I want infinitude. Words are different, but all indicate one state of being only. And that's what is experienced in the experience of the actual real self. Point 2. Point 3 is what? This self is not object. Shabda Sparsha Rupra Sangandha Gitara. Therefore, this self cannot be perceived by any of the faculties. And yet it is there. And our habit of using upadhis to know everything is what we use here also to know the Paramatma through the upadhis. He can't be known, so we struggle. But that's a healthy struggle. After struggling for a long time only, two things we come to the conviction that this Paramatma, because he is not an object, cannot be known through Upadhi. This conviction will come. First, second conviction is what? Therefore, dropping the Upadhi and through the Upadhi, whatever efforts we were doing, when they are dropped, then the Atman is experienced as self. This conviction comes. Actually, that's meditation. What is meditation? Turning our upadhis, mainly the antakarana, toward the Paramatma, whom the upadhis cannot know. After sufficient effort, when it is understood the upadhis cannot reveal Paramatma, then dropping them and just being the Paramatma is meditation. And it is very sublime, very subtle, inexplicable, unfathomable. You know? If it is explicable, one sentence, one paragraph somewhere would have been told and endorsed, approved by all generations of gurus. Then what is the need of so many shastras, so many हजारों लाखों क्यों आए? क्योंकि वो किसी एक्सप्लेनेशन के दायरे में नहीं आता है. We have to accept these subtle truths. उपाधियों को नहीं मिलेगा, कोई भाषा नहीं है उनको बताने के लिए. But there is a anubhava of it can be gained to be gained. So this is the essence in whatever language, in whatever mantra form, vocabulary, it is said in each of the Upanishads, Purana, but finally to yahi hai. So about this, how much we are clear as a result of our everyday studying the Shastra. This is what Shastra is saying karke. And then how much we are in our understanding of this understanding and acceptance. Then what to achieve, what to do should be clear now. Achieving is Atmanubhava and doing is turning our faculties first away from the world to towards the God. Isn't it? Simple. Now, how much are we able to do it? Withdrawing our faculties, involvement from the world and worldliness. इसी के ऊपर साधना है और इसमें फिर लॉट ऑफ झंझट झमेलाएं होते हैं like the court cases. Not so simple. If it is so simple, the case would have not gone to the court at all. There are so many litigations in between, so many reasoning, so many explanations, so many conditions. अरे बाप रे खत्म ही नहीं होता है. दैट कोर्ट सीन आप देखोगे ना, तो द इंटेलेक्शन ऑफ द लॉयर्स, the law books studied by them, and then their loyalty to those who are paying fees to them, the clients, whichever, makes them think so much to manipulate their thinking and understanding that whatever the prosecutor says, the defense lawyer, he argues and proves what he said is wrong. Then do you think the prosecutor is less? वो भी उसी खेत का मूली है. He will also bring and put evidences and its intentions, etc. So much that a listener's judge, it's a hair splitting and mind blowing. He says, court is adjourned, case is postponed. Why for 2 months? Why not tomorrow only? Because it's such a third class argument or heavy that तुरंत कल ही सुनने को उतना दिमाग नहीं है मुझे. अब 1 महीने तक मैं थोड़ा शांत हो जाऊं, फिर जाकर सुनो. Then equally frustrating case comes the next day. The case is different, but the case of the case is same. Earlier one was of the money, this is about the property. The other day about the divorce, but divorce में end नहीं करता हो. Then what about the properties? What about the children born? Who should take care? And what each one should give compensation to other or what? What the law says for it. And in that intricacies, how much money to give? How much time it should take to give. If it is not given on time, what are the other alternatives? अब देखो एक डाइवर्स केस में 1000 हिस्से होते हैं. एग्जाम्पल दे रहा हूँ. Only when you go there, you know. Everywhere, intricacies. Go to the medical field also. The complications about diagnosing every disease. You know, symptoms देखकर it extract कर. After the diagnosis also, एक नहीं दो तीन multiple problem है मानो. It is not easy thing. It just you prescribe something. मेडिसिन का कंपोनेंट देखना है. और कंपोनेंट मेडिसिन बना है उन्होंने अपने वास्ते वो टैबलेट को पाउडर तोड़कर जो अनवांटेड चीज निकाल के दूसरा ऐड करो, ऐसा नहीं होता हो. टैबलेट इज मेड नाउ, डिसीज इज देयर. बहुत बार क्या होता है ना, द टैबलेट हैज हाफ इफेक्ट ऑन द डिजीज, अदर हाफ इज डेट्रीमेंटल. अब डॉक्टर हैज टू सोचो, शुड आई प्रेस्क्राइब और नॉट. तो दिस अदर अल्टरनेटिव. आप प्रेस्क्राइब करें तो द टू कंपोनेंट्स जिसका साइड इफेक्ट होता है उसको कॉम्प्लीमेंट कॉम्प्लीमेंट से उसको क्या कहते हैं न्यूट्रलाइज करने अनदर टैबलेट इज गिवन व्हिच हैज अगेन इट्स साइड इफेक्ट्स. वेयर इज द सेफ्टी, वेयर इज इन द वर्ल्ड क्लैरिटी? कोई भी फील्ड में नहीं है. इकोनॉमिक फील्ड, डिफेंस फील्ड, डोमेस्टिक फील्ड, है ना, घर में कौन सी चीज चाहिए नहीं चाहिए. Everything, when you go on think endless. I mean, the worldly affairs में ऐसी है. So when you come to do spiritual sadhana, all these asanas, the habits, every one of them come. But yet, one awareness we can maintain, कि I am in sharira upadhi tadatmya. Therefore, the sharira upadhi related these things I am going on, I went on doing till now. That is binding me to the dehosmi samsara. Therefore, aham brahmasmi, I am not able to know. Therefore, I have to get rid of sharira tadatmya by getting rid of all those things which strengthen my dehosmi bhavana. ये पिक्चर होना चाहिए. Then in spirituality, what is called for is this awareness is every moment there. व्यवहार करने के समय भी, व्यवहार नहीं करने के समय भी, कॉन्शियसली साधना करने के समय भी. Which upadhi I am now identifying with and what I am doing with this upadhi identification. Then upadhi identification oriented doing is a samsara only. Then what are the solutions here? How that involvement is withdrawn, how the upadhi tadatma is transcended. This awareness, This awareness is sadhana. Once we start becoming aware exactly how the things are happening, then the solution becomes easier. Easier to know. Again, at the time of implement, equal difficult. So today's the main thought is when we are studying the Shastras, all these things are they clear or not? Paramatma, Jivatma, Upadhi, Bahya Jagat. So Jivatma with Upadhi is in the Bahya Jagat, is samsara. This Jivatma, when he turns his Upadhis away from them, focuses them to Paramatma, to whatever extent they can take him towards Paramatma. Thereafter, three things simultaneously happening. One Upadhi is dropped or transcended. Second, he merges in the Paramatma. Therefore, third Paramatma is me, Anubhuti coming. This clarity. And then all the time aware. So Dehosmi going on now. How to withdraw from it. Pranosmi going on. Manahasmi going on. Buddhiyasmi going on. Ahankarasmi going on. That awareness when we develop, this will be done only after knowing that Upadhi Tadatma Yukta life is the cause of all samsara. Even to understand it, how many thousands of lectures we have to listen, we have understood practically. If these were not heard by us from last 4 years, to this level of understanding would have not come. Then on the name of sadhana, so many things we do, not the exact thing. अभी भी पूरा नहीं बना हमारा conviction. अभी भी शास्त्र भी सुनना है. And we are so lucky that what profound Upanishads we have studied, the simplified meaning of them, both in the first and the last class of every day, we are given by the kind Lord. In the first class, in the form of Sambandha Bhashya, quoting the sweet Kyoto Puranas. And in the last class, more simpler than this, in our Adya Shankara Bhagwan's Granthavali. Yesterday, have you not seen? Tadrushyatvat deham nasmi. Then Jadatvat indriya nasmi. Chanchalatvat mano nasmi. Anekatvat prana asmi. Vikaritvat buddhi nasmi. Then that aham, which is owning all these things and conducting, of that also I am the bhasakaha, and my nature is bhami prakasha rupa. And then vinashitvat, all these upakaranas are not me. How clearly we have seen yesterday in our Advaita Anubhuti. Do you remember? Lucky we are, God is blessing us in giving us information, giving us opportunity. We have to bless ourselves by attentively listening, grasping, becoming clear, clear intellectually. And another part of learning in this is, which Ramji is teaching us and Western is about the role of the outer world in our life and our role in the world. Because you have to answer everything in spirituality. कोई भी चीज छोड़ा नहीं जाता. So role of our world in our life and our role in the world are same. जितना जो धर्म है हमको करना, required necessary duty, that's it. More than that, don't add any emotions or attachments or values or expectations. इस तरह दुनिया को भी दूर रखना, दुनिया से दूर रहना भी सीखना पड़ता है. Even to understand these things, so much of listening required. And get convinced, so much of grace is required. And to start doing it, so much of commitments are required. है ना? जब हम दुनिया से दूर रहते हैं, डिटैच्ड, then only we can operate on our one by one upadhis. Shariropadhi, Pranopadhi, Manopadhi, Buddhi Upadhi. So It becomes so conspicuous after a few years of study contemplation. I am at what level of upadhi, I know it, and what I am seeking outside, I know it. Then withdraw from it. Feel oneself all the time that the Nirupadika Atma is the Lakshya. In that only infinite bliss is there. In trying to achieve the Nirupadika Atma, the entire Upadhi set has to be given up or transcended. Then there is a fear, यार इसको छोड़े तो कैसा. उसका आंसर क्या है? Anyway, even we don't leave them, they will leave us and go. Point one. Point two. Why are you emotionally attached to them when they are cause of bondage? When you seek liberation, common sense hai. Cause of bondage should be given up. Third is, they are not real at all, first of all. They are all Maya Kalpita, no? So, Maya Kalpita hai, Bandhana Karan hai, and Nirantar Parivartanashil hai. Then why should we have that attachment to the Upadhis? That we don't want to transcend them. This was okay when we never studied Shastras. This is okay when the actual mukti is not our lakshya. अब तो पता चल गया ना. Then we should change our relation with the world, with the being, with our upadhis. Earlier relation is they are very good, they are required, I must be attached to them. Now we should know they are very bad, they are not required. Therefore, I must detach from them. Even these thinkings will happen only when through Upanishad study, the Astitva of Brahman, then the Anubhuti of Brahman is the cause of moksha. These things become very strong. Isn't it? इसीलिए कहते हैं गुरु चरण भगवत शरण शास्त्र श्रवण नेवर एवर लीव इट निरंतर चलता ही रहे and then be in that mood of being a sadhaka and in the mode of doing only sadhana. Sadhana is awareness, sadhana is vicharana, aware about vicharana and doing vicharana about our attention or awareness. Is it there in the upadhis and jiva bhava or is it towards the Paramatma nirupadika? ये स्थिति भी जब आ जाता है then we are really blessed. And then this comes to us when we seek it, when you pray for it. If we don't seek and pray for it, the other things we seek, what the world. To get the world, we have to have upadhis. When the upadhis come and world is put in front, then they get mutually attracted and then we become victim of that. As a samsari, isn't it? Seeking is final. क्या हम चाह रहे हैं भगवान के सामने? What application we are putting? है ना? You can't put both in one application. परमात्मा भी चाहिए, जगत भी चाहिए. एक ही दोनों भी बस अलाउड है. एक अप्लाई करते हो, it is as good as you have accepted the rejection of other. Then we should pray also like that. भगवान भी दयालु है. I seek परमात्मा and also I seek the objects. Because I am seeking his objects also, then they have inherent nature of binding me. Then भगवान को पूछते हम, क्या ये बंधन छूट ही नहीं रहा? देखो मेरा उसूल है, you whatever you ask I give. But you are asking the world, then I am to give it to you. And the world has nature of binding. तो करे क्या महाराज? छोड़ो उसको मांगना फिर. But I can't be without it. Then suffer. See the suffering of आध्यात्मिक साधक. जगत को छोड़ना है लेकिन छोड़ नहीं सकता. भगवान को पकड़ना है लेकिन पकड़ नहीं सकता. पकड़ नहीं सकता भगवान को क्योंकि जगत को छोड़ नहीं पा रहा है. छोड़ नहीं पा रहा भगवान जगत को क्योंकि भगवान को पकड़. Bhagavan is very subtle to understand, very internal. And Jagat is so cute and beautiful that immediately it gives us pleasure, जिसका हमें साक्षात अनुभव है, परमात्मा का है नहीं. बट इसका तो एवरी लाइफ, एवरी ईयर, एवरी डे साक्षात अनुभव ऑफ द जगत विद द उपाधि. See, these strong barriers we have to break. That's why the Mandukya Upanishad, which tell how much ever realistically you are experiencing this Jagrat Jagat, yet it is absolutely with a thumb unreal, as like that of dream only. That knowledge used at this level is of highest importance. Jagat Mithyatva is the only thing by which Jagat Asakti we can give up. Upadhi is bandhana karana. This knowledge is the only one can help us to get rid of the upadhi tadatmya. Atma prapti alone is moksha karana. This conviction alone makes us turn towards Paramatma. But इन चीजों में हमारा कितना पहुंच हो गया है, how much we have become deeper in these things. नहीं हुआ, continue your study. Same Upanishads, deeper contemplation. Same our life, deeper analysis. Taking the Upanishadic Jnana for reference, as reference. Then become convinced. Mithya Jagata is the hetu of bandhana. Upadhi Tadatma is the hetu of bandhana. Not approaching to Paramatma is the hetu of bandhana. Moksha is approaching Paramatma, giving up Upadhi Tadatma, giving up the pursuit of Mithya Jagat. And then देखो, this is the PhD level knowledge, which we gain in many lives of study. And the people around us are LKG level. And we can't tell these things to them. They demoralize us. They say ऐसा कुछ होता नहीं. You have to be in the world. Like, you look at me. You as a बाबाजी सुबह शाम frustrated जाते हो क्लास में. दुखी हो तुम तो, क्या है फर्क है तुम्हारे अंदर? मैं देखो कभी क्लास नहीं जाता. You know, in your own family, you can see those who never attend class, they're more happier than you. And we are frowning, frustrated, miserable faces. ना घर का ना घाट का. देखो, whenever any treatment is going on, operation is going on, work is under progress. The thing doesn't look to be smooth or clean. Only when the work is accomplished, it is beautiful. Then the time of the work under progress, it looks like that only. It's not like road बना रहे. When it's under progress, everything is कचरा कचरा रहता है कि नहीं? बनने के बाद then it is beautiful. घर बना रहे. At the time of construction, everything will be पत्थर रहेगा, ईट रहेगा, रोडी वहाँ रहेगी. It's all very confusing. What is your house like that? Very funny. See how my house is nice. Somebody can't say. If you say, you can't believe it because in the making it is. In the same way, when the treatment is going on or operation is happening, everything very funny. Operation theater the ऊपर के लाइट मास्क लगा के ये सारे doctors and nurses and that variety of medical instruments and then surgery and the sound there, the smell there, the subtle vibrations there. All you are under operation, bhai. We have to go through. It's all when you come out different. Kitchen में भी at the time of cooking, चक्कू इधर है, वो पीलर उधर है, वो इधर पड़ा रहता है, चम्मच इधर है, लैडल इज देयर. इतना धुआं निकलने रहता है, गर्मी होती है अंदर. सब्जियां इधर है, प्याज का छिलका इधर है, आलू का छिलका उधर. It's like that only when you are making. Once the cooking is done, then everything falls in their right place. In the same way, we are in the making of the sadhaka in us. At that time, these worries, these anxieties, these less understandings, these fears, these all are part of it. तो पेशेंट को एंग्जाइटी होती है, ज़्यादा पेशेंट ज़्यादा डॉक्टर को भी होती है. उनका भी इज्जत का सवाल है और नेम फेम का सवाल है. The patient is treated well, doctor also gets name fame. उनको अपना वो डर होता है. He is also equal tensed like patient. Like you are tensed about your house. बन नहीं रहा, बन नहीं रहा. Equally tensed is the engineer, the contractor, the laborers. They are also worried. ओए कर दे जल्दी जल्दी करके. खाने के टाइम है ना, यू आर टेंशन. अब अभी बना नहीं, मैं बना नहीं, मैं भूख लग रही है. अरे बनाने वालों को भी उतना ही टेंशन है. In the same way, Guru Janami, they are working on us. Of course, not with the tensed tension, but with their compassionate, loving tension. इन दैट वे देखा जाए गुरुओं का कितना टेंशन है हमें ठीक करने का, तो उसका अंदाजा नहीं लगा सकते. इन आवर केस स्पेशली वी आर मल्टी डिसीज्ड पेशेंट्स, इसलिए सो मेनी टेक्स्ट्स, सो मेनी गुरुस. है कि नहीं? We have to be operated upon by वशिष्ठ जी, विश्वामित्र जी, वाल्मीकि जी, वेदव्यास जी, the आदि शंकर भगवान, the पतंजलि महाराज, कृष्ण भगवान, इतने लोग मिलकर, है ना. There are some multiple disease patients है, तो each disease related that special doctor comes. है कि ना. तो ऑर्थो वाला आके पट्टी बांध के जाता है, वो पल्म वाला आके वो मास्क या नेबुलाइजर लगा के जाता है, एंड देन द कार्डियो वाला आकर पूरा चेक करके वो करके जाता है. ईच वन एनेस्थीसिया आके बेहोश करके जाता है. मल्टीपल प्रॉब्लम इफ ही हैज गॉट, है ना. तो बीपी वाला डॉक्टर आकर वो ठीक करेगा, डायबिटी वाला आकर ये ठीक करता है, नेफ्रो वाला आकर अपना काम. इंटरेस्टिंग. और कैसे ऐसा लगता है. Anyway, so let's not be carried away that way. We are in the process of making ourselves a clearly understanding sadhaka. Taking time, because how much qualitatively we are giving time, qualitatively we are able to give the mind. See, when the work is very sensitive and subtler, very sublime, our application also has to be like that. If not, it will take time. Like in old days, एक beautiful scene situation बताकर the director will tell the lyricist, भाई इसके ऊपर गाना लिखो. Now that lyricist लिखने वाला, if he is free minded with not much obligations, he will in 6-7 days he can write the गाना and give. But if he is multi problemed for various reasons, then वो एक ही लाइन लिखेगा एक दिन में. ऐसे 1 महीना लगता है गाना लिखने. Some people have taken 1 month to write a song. He may sing it later on in 3 minutes, but because he has to keep that situation in mind and then past and future of that movie, that he expected that theme, like a patriotic movie hai. Suiting to that situation, a song has to be written. It is not a joke, it is. We have to know the vocabulary, the grammar, the bhava of that. Every time in any of the works in the whole world, more than doing the things correctly, important is not doing the things wrongly. है कि नहीं? Because if the song doesn't inspire or communicate meaning, and if it does something else, फिर वो select नहीं होगा ना. Isn't it? That's why they take 50 days off. उसमें 2 दिन माइंड को खींचने में लगता है, फिर 2 दिन थीम में लगाने को लगता है. Then the vocabulary. And remember, wherever we go, there we are. And everyone's mind is mind only. It has its own way of imposing obstacles from unknown sources. Because he has gone for writing a poem, he's not a machine that he'll just write. उनको भी नींद आती है तमोगुण, उनको भी भूख प्यास लगता है, उनको भी शरीर कोऑपरेट नहीं करता. That time only he'll have headaches, diseases. प्रारब्ध है तो. These are all unknown obstacles which everyone goes through, unknown to others. Like, I just see you coming to class or not coming. But unknown to me how many things you are going through in spite of your sincerity. Only you know it. So, to in my doing classes to you, you see me on stage, But off the stage, how many tensions, worries I go through, how was anybody knows? Not we are not machines, we are human beings, we have mind. Yesterday we saw how Ramji told about the mind in those two shlokas. It's mind, Baba, it is most terrible. We imagine the fun of the mind. We imagine we are frustrated with the things and beings. Therefore एकांत में जाएंगे तो हमको पीस मिलेगा. अरे भैया एकांत में जाओ तो इन सारे बाहरी शैतानों से 1000 गुना वाला शैतान our own mind, it starts acting. That is more dangerous than this. That's why people, when they are frustrated with things and beings, don't dare to go to ekanta. They go for drinks and drugs and sleep. Because facing one's mind is more dangerous than facing the people. These are all naked, bitter facts. Truths है वो क्या करें? So idea is what? Don't get bogged up, worried. We are very safe hands of the gurus and the God. Only thing is, don't jump out of the train or this boat of regular study of Shastra. I recommend regular study of Shastra more than anything else. More than anything else. Because Shastra is the grace of Guru and God finally. God's grace is in the form of sending the Guru. Guru's grace is in the form of studying the Shastra, teaching the Shastra. Then that knowledge we have to contemplate on, meditate on. वो हमारे लिए कोई नहीं कर सकते. ईश्वर कृपा है तो he will give सद्बुद्धि, सूक्ष्म बुद्धि. But using it for this purpose again in our hands. If that sadbuddhi, sukshma buddhi, if we use for the samsaric gains, again we miss it. हर एक जीव भगवान से ही मांगता है सद्बुद्धि दो मैं आप तक पहुंचूंगा. तो सद्बुद्धि मिलने के बाद सद्बुद्धि शार्प इंटेलेक्ट इंटेलिजेंस और ही यूजेस इट अगेन फॉर वर्ल्डलीनेस. वैसे तो पूरा ह्यूमन लाइफ भी इंटायर पीरियड ऑफ 100 years वी आर गिवन ऑल फैकल्टीज गिवन आर ओनली टू नो परमात्मा ना. इसलिए तो दिए गए हमको. हम वादा करके आए हम मनुष्य बनाओ हम साधना करके आपके पास पहुंचे तो हमको भी मुक्ति है जगत को भी मुक्ति है आपका भी टेंशन खत्म. विथ दैट वादा ओनली वी कम. अदर भगवान विल नॉट गिव ह्यूमन लाइफ. बट अगर क्या कर रहे हैं वी आर मिस यूजिंग ऑल ऑफ देम ओनली. वी आर आंसरेबल टू दैट. वी हैव टू कम आउट ऑफ दैट delusion. Among so many things, one I am telling about the Sadbuddhi, if it is given, how we misuse it again in our world. But ultimately, directly without our doing it, the blessings will come, moksha will come. ऐसा नहीं होता. Show even one case in the entire history. In any case, if you see नहीं गुरुमान ने छठ से अनुग्रह किया फट से उस शिष्य को अनुभव हो गया. वो शिष्य पिछले कितने जन्मों में साधना किया अब जाके पूछ. He has become yogya through his own meal, hundreds of lives of practice, qualified. So let us be so. In short, once in a while, again and again, not once, clear about what Shastra is saying about sadhana, sadhya, moksha, samsara, how to go out of samsara and go towards moksha, what's my role to do at this moment, इसके ऊपर सोच करते ही रहना. इस तरह इंटेलेक्ट को करेक्ट डायरेक्शन में शार्प करना, यूज करना. This is called a nature of a spiritual seeker. And he is always in that mood. Like a doctor is always in the mood of treating patients. The teacher is always in the mood of teaching lessons to students. Scientist is always in the mood of scientific investigation. Politician is always in the mood of power ruling. एक एक बंदा अपना एंटी के अनुसार उस मूड में ही रहना पड़ता है. तो वी आर स्पिरिचुअल सीकर्स. और मूड शुड बी ऑलवेज दिस ओनली ऑल द टाइम राउंड द क्लॉक. Let us help ourselves. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om 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 Sahana Vavadu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Garavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ओम येरिमे गुरुवे पूर्वं पदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्यातः सर्वेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्। ओम निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओम श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शंकरं लोकशंकरम्। ओम गुरुपुंगवपुंगवकेतनते समतामयताम्ने गोविसुदे शरणागतवत्सल तत्त्वनिधे भव शंकरदेशकमे शरणं। ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यमेकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो निभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो श्री श्वेताश्वतपरिषदाचार्येभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोध सनातनधर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति सनातनधर्मकृते निष्ठितानां निरन्तरदिग्विजयार्थम् अनेकशास्त्राध्ययनसाधनाप्रयत्नमध्ये श्वेताश्वतोपनिषदः आद्यशङ्करभाष्यसमेत अध्ययन साधनाप्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम नित्यानन्दं निराधारं निखिलाधारमव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहं। प्रथमोऽध्यायः शान्तिमन्त्रः। ओम सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ओम शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। अथ सम्बन्धभाष्यम्। कृष्ण वासुदेव सो तथा च श्री विष्णु धर्मे षडध्याया। First shloka is explained every word. What is that? This kshetrajna avidyaya yuktah anadi sambandhavatya avidyaya yuktah. The kshetrajna, me, because of the time, eternal time onwards, I am yuktah with avidya. Anadi kal se avidya se yukta. No, in our layman's language, what is the meaning of avidya se yukta? Means विद्या पाने का कोशिश ही नहीं करना. Isn't it? To make you frustrated, what is the meaning of vidya is not attending class. Because in the class, the vidya is given. You are not coming. So you are in avidya. And कब से आप क्लास नहीं आ रहे हो? अनादिकाल से. So क्षेत्रज्ञः अनादि अविद्यया युक्तः है ना. अनादि संबंधवत्या अविद्यया युक्तः क्षेत्रज्ञः. Then what is happening? Pashyati bhedena brahma tattvam atmani sthita. In his own self, the Atma Tattva is there, but bhedena pashyati. He thinks he is not Brahman. Naturally, something he should be, then he thinks he is a Jiva with Upadhis. Then once he is Jiva with Upadhi, once you take the stethoscope and all, a certificate of doctor, you have to be in the hospital in the chamber only, no? Once you take the lawyer degree, you have to be in the court only. Once you take to that sports, you have to be in the ground only. So once we take to the upadhis, we have to be in the world outside because upadhi वही काम करते. This one श्लोक में ही घूम फिरा के सोचना है, घुमा फिरा के बुद्धि को घुमा फिरा. Then the whole essence comes to us. What's bondage? What is liberation? Vedanta is puzzle. Remember, in such a manner, in every couple of set of shlokas, the entire thing is given. We should have the intellectual capacity to sort out that puzzle and grasp it. That's what we struggled yesterday in trying to explain these two shlokas for the entire class. Anadi avidya yuktah, anadi avidya sambandhaya yuktah, anadi sambandhavatya avidya yuktah kshetrajnah brahma tattvam atmanisthitam brahma tattvam bhedena pashyate. This is the first thing. Means he considers himself to be other than that Brahman. That's it. That's only consideration. That's only giving value. That's only strengthening that value. That's it. These are all delusions. That's what Guru finally says. From beginning till last. Only one thing he says. Tattvamasi, Tattvamasi, Tattvamasi. हम कहते हैं मैं वो नहीं हूँ ये हूँ, वो कहते तुम ये नहीं हो वो हो, बस इतना ही वेदांत पूरा। आई एम नॉट ब्रह्मन, आई एम जीवा, दैट्स व्हाट आई थिंक, बिलीव, बिहेव, आई एम कन्विंस्ड एंड ऑल दैट। ये गुरु से तुम ये नहीं हो वो हो, ये नहीं हो वो हो, बस। Like how beautiful it is taught in Mandukya Karika's Bhashya में. So that Paramakarunika Guru, by our Daiva Anugraha, comes in our life. What he says is this only. Upadhyukta Jiva Tvam na asi, Tvam etad asi, Tvam tad asi, Tvam Paramatma. Okay, so first level में, because of avidya, I have the Bheda with Paramatma, that I am not Paramatma. So we explained to you yesterday the hierarchy. What is that? Sarvavyapaka Brahma, Sarvavyapaka Kshetrajna, first stage. Second stage is Kshetrajna of the one set of Upadhi. Third stage is from the Kshetrajna falling down to the Jiva level. From the Jiva with the Upadhis falling down to the Samsara level by living only the outer life. And once we set in this motion of samsara, to break those shackles or chains and come out is very tough. We are going through that. So, with avidya के कारण मैं अपने आप को मेरे ही अंदर ब्रह्म से अलग मान रहा हूँ. सभी मानने की बात है, गलत मानना है वो. Then see next one, very important. Pasyatyatmanamanyach yavadvai paramatmanah tavat sambhramyate jantuhu mohito nija karmana. How many fill up the blanks were there? Yesterday we filled all of them. तो परमात्मनः अन्यच्च यावद्वै पश्यति आत्मानम्. यावत वही जब तक आत्मानम अपने आप को परमात्मा परमात्मा से अन्यत अदरनेस पश्यति, he goes on accepting or feeling or living like that or convinced like that, tavat, what is that, this jantu nija karmana mohitah sambhramyate, deluded by his own karmas, gets bhramyate, wandered. So nija karmana mohitah, I explained to you. Once upadhis are identified with, our gaze becomes extroverted. When the gaze is extroverted, the glitters of the world are seen. Then the desires are created. Then to fulfill them, we do the karma. Karma phala, karma gives us phala. For the sake of that phala, we have to go from one shari to other, one skala to other, one desha to the other, one paristhiti to the other. That one to other is called sambhramyate. इसलिए ये रामायण अगेन 2-3 श्लोक आए ऐसे वाले. He was somewhere else, now he has come here, again he'll go somewhere. राम जी का मजेदार है शाम का तो. जय श्री राम. राम का और शाम का, शाम वाला जो नारायणियम वी आर चैंटिंग, fantastic. It is yesterday that Kaliya Mardhan Leela, wonderful. So fill up the blanks and understand the thing completely. Till I maintain my difference identity from my own Paramatma Tattva, deluded by my own karma, I'll only go through the sambhramana, transmigration, wandering. So when these words, samsara, brahmana, janma mara chakra, these words now should have clear meaning in our understanding, please, after so many years of Shravanam. Karma, yoga also helped us, yoga darshan bhi humne itna padha. As a jiva with upadhi tadatmya, when we keep on doing karma, the karma vipaka jo hai takes us into asmin the jiva me into different bodies, different situations, different people around, and continuously what I have done, as a result of that, the phala keep on coming to me, supplied to me by the situations, by the things, by the beings. हर क्षण मिल ही रहा है हमको उपाधि, फल, कर्म का फल हो गया इस जन्म में मिलने वाला, then this is closed and we go to the other one, other body. सो पश्यति आत्मानम् अन्यच्च यावद्वै परमात्मनः तावत् संभ्राम्यते जन्तुः मोहितो निजकर्मण. Jantu will be sambhramyate, wandering only, nijakarmana, deluded by his own karma. Karma, I told you two things. The immediate karma is nijakarma. This becomes a vasana, that is actual karma. Nijakarma means one's own vasanas. कर्म एंड वासना आर टुगेदर से कर्म वासना कहते हैं. ये कर्म से वासना बनते, वासना कर्म को प्रेरित करते. दैट्स व्हाई कर्म वासना. वी हैव सो मेनी इन आवर हार्ट. Whatever we do throughout the day, other than spiritual sadhana, trace the reason for it. वासना ओनली ना. चाय कॉफी पीना है वासना, नाश्ता ये करना है वासना, अब इससे उसे फोन करो वासना. वासना इज पुट, these are all is called samsara. Vasana is pushing us into samsara. That's called karma here. Clear? Now next one, पॉजिटिव पॉइंट बता रहे. संक्षीण शेष कर्मा तो, संक्षीणा शेष कर्मा तो परम ब्रह्म प्रपश्यति. अभेदेनात्मनः शुद्धं शुद्धत्वादक्षयो भवेत्. See how important is this shloka and sublime. फिर से lot of fill up the blanks. कि संक्षीण अशेष कर्म, सम्यक क्षीण अशेष कर्म means what? When all karmas means vasanas are totally destroyed. Samyak kshina means destroyed. Ashesha karma means all total vasanas and karmas. Such person, Sankshina Klesha Karma tu, Sankshina Ashesha Karma tu, Param Brahma Prapashyati. He will experience that Param Brahma. What is it? Ki Abhedena Atmanaha. Here the Pashyati is the experience that that Brahman is me. The Bheda with Brahman is no more there. Abhedena Atmanaha Brahma Pashyati and Shuddham. Shuddham is no two to impurified. Shuddham is equal to Ekamivatvaya. So the one whose Ashesha karmas are destroyed, he will experience himself to be the Brahman, Brahman to be himself, and that Brahman is Shuddha is equal to one without second. Because of that what? Shuddhatvad. Because of that oneness, purity, immaculate nature, Shuddhatvad Akshayo Bhavet. Akshaya. Akshaya means immortal. कई अक्षर कहते हैं, कई अक्षय कहते हैं, कोई अमृता कहते हैं. Words are different, but meaning is same. Akshaya Bhavayat. He becomes immortal. If he has not identified with the Brahman, as it was in the earlier shloka, in every life he is a mortal only. Kshayavan बनता है, क्षरवान बनता है, अमृतवान बनता है. अक्षय अक्षर अमृत नहीं. Because you are with upadhis. अभेदेन आत्मना शुद्धम शुद्धत्वाद अक्षयो भवेत. Okay. Now another important sentence. अविद्या च क्रियाः सर्वाः विद्या ज्ञानं प्रचक्षते कर्मणा जायते जन्तुः विद्यया च विमुच्यते. This is Upanishadic statement. Bodily is seen in the Vishnu Dharma Purana itself. Or maybe in this Purana से ही quote कर. अभी तक if you have seen our earlier 8-9 Upanishads, see अविद्या कर्मणा जायते जंतु विद्या च विमुच्यते, ये कम से कम 10-20 बार आया होगा ये. If you remember this sentence, मेरे को तो याद है ना. कर्मणा जायते जंतु विद्या च विमुच्यते. Okay. Before that now अविद्या च क्रियाः सर्वाः. सर्वाः क्रियाः अविद्याः. हाउ प्रोफाउंड आर दीज सेंटेंसेस. देखो मेरे को तो बन ही नहीं रहा, मैं कैसे एक्सप्लेन करूं आपको. सर्वाः क्रियाः अविद्याः, अविद्या च क्रियाः सर्वाः. Every क्रियास fall in the category of अविद्या only. Then विद्या क्या है? विद्या च ज्ञानम प्रचक्षते. The jnana of Paramatma alone is vidya. Everything other than jnanam called as kriyas. All of them are avidya janita and avidya strengthening. Sarvaha kriyaha. Then the sarvaha kriyaha means sarva upadhi kriyaha, and with each upadhi, the millions of kriyas which we do. शारीरिक क्रिया, प्राण क्रिया, मनोक्रिया, इंद्रिय क्रिया, बुद्धि क्रिया, अहंकार क्रिया, वासना क्रिया, इस सारों को सर्वा क्रिया कहते हैं. They are all avidya. They again strengthen the avidya. But what is vidya? Jnanam prachakshate. The knowledge about the thing or the being is called as vidya. तो इसे ऐसे कर्मणा जायते जंतु विद्या च विमुच्यते. अब इतना बढ़िया सेंटेंस लिख के रखना चाहिए कि नहीं हमारे रूम में. कर्मण्या जायते जंतु विद्या च विमुच्यते. लिख ले, एंड इफ यू नो द मीनिंग ऑफ इट, एंड उतना दिमाग है हमारे पास थोड़ा सा सत्वगुण का, टू रिमेंबर द मीनिंग ऑफ दैट सेंटेंस. Anything you want to talk to someone, look at that. Talking is a karma. Karmana jayate jantu. Vidya cha vimuchyate. Just withdraw. Avrta chakshu amrdatam ichan. आज का पूरा 40 मिनट का इंट्रोडक्शन का सारांश ओनली दिस. जस्ट पुल बैक ऑल फैकल्टीज एंड देन फोकस टुवर्ड्स द इमोर्टल इटर्नल इनर सेल्फ. दैट्स इट. आवृत्त चक्षु बनना है. That one word में ना आवृत चक्षु कहकर that यमधर्मराज तो सब कह दिया बाबा. Let me enfold all my jnanendriyas, karmendriyas and antakarana, because they are the creators of samsara. Avrutta chakshu. Then seeking the immortality, amritattva vichan, seek the inner self. Karmana जायते जंतु विद्या च. जायते means starting from जायते, अस्ति वर्धते, विपन्नमते, अवक्ष्यते, विनश्यते. It's called as bandha. So कर्मणा जायते means बध्यते जंतु, विद्या च विमुच्यते. फिर आगे जाकर कहते हैं अद्वैतम परमार्थो ही द्वैतम तद्भिन्न उच्यते. पाशु तिर्यंग मनुष्याख्यम तथैव नृप नारकम चतुर्विधीये विधोपि भेदोयम इत्याज्ञान निबंधनः. तो सारा लिस्ट हमारे सामने लगाकर कहते हैं दिस आर ऑल अविद्या माया करता, नॉट इवन ट्रेस ऑफ रियलिटी इज देयर इन देम, दैट यू हैव टू बी आइडेंटिफाइड विद देम और अटैच्ड विद देम. यो देखो, इसलिए जो हम 20 साल पहले सुनते हैं वही बात 20 साल बाद सुनते हैं, और लगातार 20 साल बीच में सुनते जा रहे हैं. अंडरस्टैंडिंग में फर्क होता है. What we listen on the class 1, don't run behind the mirage water to quench your thirst. Same thing when you listen after 20 years of listening to Vedanta, the deep meaning is different. Don't run behind the mirage water for quenching the thirst. फर्क फर्क होता है बहुत. ब्यूटिफुल सेंटेंसेस आर कमिंग. नेक्स्ट टुमारो का जो भी कोट्स है ना 6-7 है, मस्त तगड़ा वाला. What we have discussed today, yesterday, day before also are of profound meaning. Tomorrow वाले और भी मजेदार होंगे. Let us enjoy them. ओम 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 पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो परमर्षिभ्यो परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे तत्सत्. ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. आज इतना काफी है. थैंक यू फॉर योर प्रेजेंस. ओम श्री. धन्यवाद.